All rise.
This is Deeper Than Money. Talk to me. I want viewers watching my show to believe in themselves.
Judge Hatchett is compelling.
If he is not going to honor you, he needs to be gone.
Compassionate.
I don't want you to give up on your dreams. I don't. And I want to figure out how we get this straight.
She's powerful.
If I were in this situation, I would have put you out too.
And she's on the bench.
I feel like I'm being judged here.
That's what I do.
You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. Craig Johnson is suing Amber Wells in the amount of $2,000. Mr. Johnson claims his niece wrecked his car, so he put her in charge of the repairs and says she pocketed some of the insurance money and betrayed his trust.
I understand that you are here now suing your niece. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that you're suing her for some $2,000. But it's a lot more complicated than the $2,000 because I've read the complaint in this matter. Talk to me about what happened, sir.
So what happened, Your Honor, is that my niece was entrusted with my vehicle
Okay.
under the sole condition that she uses the vehicle to take care of my elderly brother, her father.
Her father. All right. And so was that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that he let you have the car to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you use the car to care for your father?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do. So why is he suing you?
I believe that he wants to sue me because I got in a car accident. I was actually leaving a nightclub during this, and I was leaving because I had just failed my exam. I've been taking care of my father, so I have been doing those things. But I am an adult, and it was becoming a lot for me. And I am the youngest out of my 3 other siblings, so I'm having all this responsibility.
And why aren't they pitching in? So it's on you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now, the accident happened. Were you intoxicated when you were leaving the club? Was the accident your fault?
No.
It was not your fault?
It was not my fault, Your Honor, and I also was not intoxicated.
Okay, so it was not your fault.
No.
I understand, though, that the car was to be repaired from the complaint that was filed. Is that correct, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so why are you suing her for the $2,000? That's what I'm trying to understand today.
Because the $2,000 was actually in a result of the insurance claims that was misused, Your Honor.
And how much did you receive for the damage to the car?
$5,000, Your Honor.
$5,000. And why are you suing her for the $2,000?
Because she took it to an auto body shop without my permission, and she actually went to a family auto shop that I don't know the family was supposed to be was used in the past. They charged her $3,000 from it.
So she got the hookup.
She did.
She got the hookup. She got the car repaired for less than the $5,000 insurance reimbursement.
Yes.
All right, so she didn't talk to you about where she was going to get the car repaired?
No, You're right.
So you took the car to be repaired. You had a $5,000 check to have the car repaired.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you got it repaired for $3,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you talk to your uncle about that? Did you tell him that you paid $3,000 to get the vehicle repaired?
I did not.
Why not?
Because, Your Honor, I feel like he tries to control a lot of situations in our family, and from my impression, this car was gifted to me, and I feel like I have some sort of say what to do with the money because I'm paying for the oil change. I'm having to drive the car around, help my father. And I feel like if I could use that money and our agreement was to help my father, then I will use it for him.
So would you use the $2,000 that was left over? Where was that spent?
I did all I could with that money for my father.
So now why not? Come on, Amber, work with me on this. Why not have that conversation with your uncle rather than us being in this courtroom today? Why not have that conversation with him?
Your Honor, I totally do agree with you. I mean, I would not want to be in this courtroom either, but I do feel like he will try to control things. Even finding out about the car accident, he was just talking at me, not talking to me. So this is why I feel like we're in this courtroom today, Your Honor.
How did you find out that she took it to a shop and paid less than $5,000 to get it fixed.
Her older brother, Reggie, contacted me about this. And when I got the call from Reggie, I immediately called her and asked her, why was there $2,000 left and what did you do with it?
Right. And what did she say?
She said that the $2,000 was used to take care of her father, which was not discussed by me.
And you couldn't just go and talk to him about this $2,000?
I feel like I couldn't, Your Honor.
There's got to be better communications between the two of you. I mean, she is taking care of your brother, her father.
Coming up on The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
We got to give her some grace, Mr. Johnson. Got to give her some grace.
I agree, but at the same time, I want to make sure that my niece learns her lesson.
And later,
Tell me what happened that day.
She left the front door of her house open. So while we were in the driveway, her dog rams into me and I fall straight on the pavement.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. The Verdict with Judge Hatchett is back with the case of Craig Johnson, who is suing his niece, Amber Wells, for breach of contract.
She has said that she spent the $2,000 for things in support of your brother. Do you have any reason to doubt that?
No, Your Honor. Out of all her siblings, she is the most responsible, Your Honor.
We got to give her some grace, Mr. Johnson. Got to give her some grace.
I agree, but at the same time, I want to make sure that my niece learns her lesson.
I hear you. Amber, you should have had this conversation with him. You should not have taken the car to be repaired. It was his car that you were using. You shouldn't have taken it to a place for it to be repaired without his permission. And you should have said to him, if you will agree that I can have it repaired over here, then, Uncle, I want to take the $2,000 because I have this long list of things that I need to do for my father. One or two things would have happened. Either he would have agreed for you to take it to Mechanic X and use the $2,000, or he would have insisted that you take it to where he wanted it repaired for the $5,000. And if you had gone to him and said, I'm in a financial bind, I need these things for my father, I think he would have come up and helped with the money. I really believe that. Can there not be some grace?
There can be some grace, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Amber, having said that, what are you prepared to say to your uncle about what you did? Because you were wrong not to talk to him.
Not saying anything, Your Honor. I would take full accountability with that. However, I still think that we could have had some sort of conversation before getting here today.
Let me tell you why you didn't have conversations before getting here today. Because you weren't straight with him. So for you to be all holier than now and say, well, you know, we wouldn't have been here if this hadn't happened. No, you wouldn't be here if you had not gone and done something different from what you knew he wanted done, and then taken the money and spent it differently. The only saving grace in this courtroom today is that you did it for the benefit of your father. This is your father. He's trying to do what he can to help his brother. Now, what he did say is that you were the responsible one. Out of your siblings, you are the responsible one. So what is it gonna take to repair this? I know the trust is broken. What is it gonna take to get this fixed?
Your Honor, if I may.
Please.
I do believe that a good essence of communication is allowed, making sure that whatever we do, we think beforehand. That we think before we act, make
I
sure
think that's
that
right.
make sure that we consult.
Amber, do you think that an apology is in order in this situation? You don't, do you? Maybe if I come down there and look you in the eye, maybe you'll have a different attitude about this. Come on, work with me.
I will apologize for not communicating properly about the vehicle and whereabouts.
Wait. You didn't communicate at all. So let's be honest. Come on, start this again.
I will properly apologize about not communicating at all about the situation. and I'll work on it.
You've got, listen, come on, let me get over here and talk to you. You have got to be more open. You've got to make it so that she comes to you. You know, sometimes we can be so rigid in our approach that people can't talk to you. She was wrong, but we can't fix that right now. I'm trying to fix you all together because you know who really also needs both of you is your brother, her father. Right, can we work on this?
I will give her grace, and I will be more open, and apology accepted.
All right, so with that understanding, then I am not going to enter judgment in his favor against you to pay the $2,000 because I do believe you when you said that you used it for the benefit of your father. Had you done something else with the money, then there would be hell to pay in my courtroom today. But I think that more importantly, you know, you all need each other. Come on, we've got your father who is not well, who needs you,
Right.
who needs you, all right? And so I need you all to really come together. Because at the end of the day, you know, who else are you gonna look to? Anything else we need to talk about today?
No, Your Honor, on my end.
Amber, I hope you learned your lesson.
You know, I'm powerful, judges are powerful, but sometimes you can't always fix everything. But I've come probably as close as I'm gonna get, but you all are gonna have to work out the rest of this, all right? Judgment denied for the plaintiff for the reasons I have articulated, but more importantly, I hope that there can be a better line of communication and that there could be some repair in this relationship. Nothing further, we'll stand adjourned.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
What has been settled has been settled.
Thank you for having me.
Gather your belongings, exit to the rear of the court.
Coming up,
I texted her and I said, hey, I'm so sorry that this happened. It was a complete accident. And then she asked me if I could pay her $12,450 for the medical bills.
you're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. Riley Thompson is suing Chloe Ashford in the amount of $12,450. Ms. Thompson claims her pelvis was fractured when her former friend's dog knocked her onto the pavement and says Ms. Ashford needs to pay for her injury.
Hi, you are suing the defendant for $12,450. And this is a result of you being injured, according to your complaint, by her dog. How do you all know each other?
We met 3 years ago. We were working at the Beacon Home Furniture Outlets, and we became friends through there and then started hanging out outside of work. And then even after we both left that job, we stayed friends.
All right, and so the day that this happened, tell me what happened.
We had gone out for breakfast, and then we'd gone shopping, and we bought quite a bit of stuff. We hit up the outlets and really got a haul. So once we got back to Chloe's house, we needed to make a couple trips to get her stuff in the house. So we'd gone in once and dropped off some of the stuff. And then when we came back to the car, she left the front door of her house open. So while we were in the driveway, her dog comes running at me. And before I can even process what's happening and move out of the way, this dog rams into me and I fall straight on the pavement. I fractured my pelvis. We thought I fractured my ankle, but we got the scans and I didn't, luckily. The medical bills piled up. I have all of them here. I even have the x-ray of my pelvis that was fractured.
So now, you all are friends. She's saying that she was injured by your dog at your house.
Coming up,
Your dog caused her injuries. We agree on that much.
Yes.
Yes.
So my dog has got a temporary eye infection, which made his eyes more cloudy. He was just excited to see her.
you're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. The Verdict with Judge Hatchett is back with the case of Riley Thompson, who is suing Chloe Ashford for medical expenses and lost wages.
Why is it necessary for her to sue you? Why haven't you compensated her for the injuries?
I didn't know that she was going to sue me. After the accident happened, I texted her and I said, hey, I'm so sorry that this happened. It was a complete accident. And then she asked me if I could pay her $12,450 for this unavoidable accident that happened.
Unavoidable accident, but your dog caused her injuries. We agree on that much.
Yes.
Yes.
So my dog, who I rescued 2 years ago, had at the time a temporary eye infection, which made his eyes more cloudy. So when he ran out of the door, he was just excited. I have the video. If you want to see it, you can see it. He was just excited to see her.
Let me see this video, please. And you have medical bills? Let me see your medical bills, please.
All of these, and it even shows you what the insurance didn't cover.
That's what I'm
Most of it.
interested to know. So the bulk of your damage claims is not so much the medical because your insurance paid, but
It
the
didn't
fact that
pay
you
all of
didn't
it.
work for 2 months.
Right. It's both because the insurance covered about a third of it.
These are substantial bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I can see why you were incapacitated for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
You were hurt at her house.
Mm-hmm.
You were hurt by her dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really trying to understand, Chloe, why you don't think there's any basis for you to be responsible for this to happen.
He got excited. He heard my voice. He came home. We came home. He heard my voice. He got excited. And you can see in the video, he was wagging his tail. He was excited that I was home. This could have happened to anyone.
Judge Hatchett's verdict when we return. You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
She has shown me where the insurance covered it. She's only claiming the amount that the insurance didn't cover. She's talking about the 2 months that she was out of work, that she didn't have compensation through workman's comp or any other source to cover that while she was out of work for 2 months. That's a pretty tough accident. And as bad as this was, it could have been a lot worse. And I'm grateful that you've recovered and you're back at work. And so there's got to be some kind of compensation, Chloe, that helps her in this situation. And that's what the law requires in this situation. And I get it. I know this is painful, and I know this is difficult, but I am going to grant judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $12,450. But I am going to give her 12 months to be able to pay this, because this is sizable. But it was caused by her animal. It was in this situation, and so the law requires that I enter judgment in the plaintiff's favor in the amount of $12,450. We'll stand adjourned.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $12,450.
Any final words?
No.
Gather your belongings, exit to the rear of the court.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.